In this video, I'm going to reveal to you the one tip that helped me unlock the muscle up in as little time as possible. I'm also going to tell you the exact workout program that I use that you can start using immediately to skyrocket your progress towards learning the muscle up. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not saying I'm an expert in this move whatsoever. I'm very new to the muscle up, and although I can rep out at least 5 reps on rings, my form on the bar muscle up isn't perfect. However, I'm sure that there's many guys out there who can't do a single muscle up yet who would benefit from this advice in the video. So I advise you to keep watching if you're one of those people. I can do over 30 kilograms on my weighted pull up for 5 reps. And I've only recently just started training for the muscle up. And on my first day of having a bar, which allowed me to do this move, I actually achieved my first ever muscle up. What I've learned so far about this move, the muscle up, is that if you want to train it, you have to train high pull-ups. High pull-ups is literally the best thing that you can train for muscle ups, because I already knew this from when I was learning the ring muscle up. But basically the secret to learning bar muscle ups is that you need to bring the bar or your rings or whatever you're using on your muscle up to your chest. And then it's only when it's at your chest that you can actually transition. Because if it's up here, then you're not going to get your hands over. You has to be here for your hands to actually be able to get over and do the dip. So the best way to train this, and I actually train this on the rings as well, but how I'm now training to get better at the bar muscle up is doing explosive high pull-ups. So trying to bring the bar to your chest. The absolutely ideal scenario would be if you could bring the bar all the way to like your waistline, as far down as possible. Right now I can bring it just to my like chest, maybe a little bit lower than my chest, but if I really try, but just generally to my chest line. And that's okay if you want to get the muscle up. Like I can get 1 or 2 clean reps in a row. But really, if I want to progress in the future, and a lot of people have, I don't know if you've seen, but a lot of people can do like no dip muscle ups. The reason they're able to do that is because they can effectively just do a massive high pull up and bring the bar all the way down to like their hips. Another thing I would tell myself a couple of weeks ago when I was learning the muscle up, or trying to anyway, is I was using way too wide of a grip, and this was just basically stopping me from being anywhere near to achieving the muscle up. If your grip is way too wide, if it's out here, then you're not gonna, I don't know the science behind it, but you're basically much weaker in this position than you are in this position. So today when I tried it, because, I mean, someone commented on my channel actually, like credit to them for this, but they basically said that my grip was way too wide and I need to bring it in. So I tried a much closer grip today and it really paid off. I knew that I was already able to do the muscle up before because I did it at a different gym and I actually achieved it. So it was really the grip that was holding me back. So yeah, from now on, I'm just going to work on bringing the bar to my chest on the pull up and progressing further and further down so I can bring it to like my stomach, and then eventually to my waist. I know it will take a while, but I'm just going to keep progressing, keep training, and hopefully, yeah. Another mistake that I made a couple of weeks ago when I was learning this move is that I was sort of treating it as a completely different move to a pull up. I was trying to keep my arms way too straight and sort of treat it as if it's completely different movement and I need to do something completely different to a pull-up to achieve it, and that's just not really correct. It is just a high pull-up and then you just do a little movement and then you do a dip. Like, treat it like a pull-up. Obviously a lot of people say don't treat it like a pull-up, but that's just because a lot of people think you just need to bring it to your chin, when in reality, as I've explained, you just need to bring it as far down as possible. So treat it like a pull-up, but just like a high pull-up, and also don't treat it like its own movement. So I'm someone who's very competent at weighted pull-ups. I can do over 30 kilograms, as I've said earlier. So I'm someone who's very strong in the sort of motion of bringing the bar to my chin line. I'm not very strong at this sort of portion of the rep. I'm strong at the other portion of the rep. I'm not strong at from the chin to the chest or to the stomach. I'm not strong at that part. So high pull-ups is really just going to train that. Also, I can do a lot of weight on a weighted pull-up. My back muscles are strong, but do I have the explosive capabilities of explosive, like, use of force?
Nice.